me, because all my doctors but one told me there was something wrong with me. But it's not like a big issue to be diagnosed with bipolar. So many people think it's like life-ruining, that your life's over when you get diagnosed with it. I have lived with this since I was 12 and I am 20 right now. And I want to say it gets easier, but it does take a lot of time for it to get easier. It didn't start getting easier until I met the guy I'm with right now. He is the reason why I have tried harder to get better. Like, it's not like it's an easy thing to just automatically be like, ooh, time to get better. I've always wanted to get better. But just being with him, I didn't want him to have to deal with my episodes or anything, because they do get really bad. And we got cars happening. And I live on a road. There's not very many cars that happen. And this dude's like looking at me funny, so we're just gonna go doo-doo-doo-doo. Should probably get your truck fixed. Sounds really bad. Okay. I'm actually gonna shut this door over here. That way I can't hear the TV. You couldn't, but I could. But I used to be a really, not a funny issue, but to think back about it, it's just like, I can't believe I did that, but at the time it did help. I used to cut really, really bad, but my sister used to do it too. So she knew about certain lotions and everything that you put on your scars so they disappear, so you can't see any. And the one on my legs, they're gone too because I used that. But I cut all the way up from 14 till I was almost 18. The reason I stopped because when I told my boyfriend Joshua about it, like just watching his reaction and just seeing his heartbreak made me realize that just because doesn't feel like I'm hurting myself, I am hurting the people around me. And I haven't cut since. I threw away my razors, all my cutting stuff. I still don't like having scissors, just because it brings back those memories. But it is a little bit easier to deal with being bipolar. It's a lot easier having to deal with it for like 8 years. Yeah, 8 years. I've found ways to cope with them and to like somewhat control it, but I still have episodes where I get annoyed, mad at everything, and really, really sad. Excuse me, bird, I am trying to do something. Thanks, homie. Let the whole world hear you. Great. There's a lot of trees in my backyard, so that's what you get. I saw it pop up, so I have a message. Oh crap. Short-term memory sucks too, because then I forget what I'm talking about. Just tap the screen to make sure it like doesn't turn off. Oh crap, I forgot. No, it has gotten a lot easier because I found little things that help me actually cope with it better. To help me cope with it better. When I get super mad, I usually walk away. But sometimes it's not that easy. Sometimes I literally had to freaking grin and bear it, not to rip someone's head off. When I was in high school, being bipolar, just walking down those hallways, I'd get annoyed and anxious and just want to rip everybody's head off so they'd shut up and stop talking so loudly because it was quite annoying, and slamming their lockers. Oh! High school sucked. High school really did suck, not just because of that. Was bullied for 12 years? Nope, actually 14 years. Because I was bullied all the way from pre-K to junior year. Oh, okay, I'm going off topic, sorry. But, I like when I get really mad, I like to draw or color because it puts my mind on something else, and if I think about something else, it does help a lot. Like I said, sometimes kind of really hard. Growing up, when I would get super mad, my mom would have me go into our spare room, and she would close the door, and then after 30 minutes she'd come in there and sit down with me, and we'd talk about how I was feeling, how I was doing, and she would always tell me after 30 minutes that I can get out of there to leave. But I knew if I left right then, my mood would have shot right back to annoyed and wanting to hurt someone. So I would stay in that room for a good 2 hours just to make sure my mood wasn't wonky anymore. I've got into full-on fist fights with my mother, with my father, with my older sister. Being bipolar does take a toll on your family, especially when you don't have the right pills, because you hurt the people you love. And at that time, they didn't understand that I couldn't control it, but the doctor always telling my mom about what could happen, all this stuff that I would be going through, and slowly she started to understand that I can't control it. And that's when we would start finding ways to, when I would get super mad, to find ways to do something else to get my mind off of it. Usually if I got really mad, we'd go on a walk, or she'd just talk to me about how I'm feeling. There's only so many people I can talk to. And why is our fence... Oh, never mind. No, that is Ben. Okay, never mind. Perfectionist here. But when I was a little younger, dealing with it, she did help a lot, but now it seems like she gave up. Because the pills I'm on right now for my depression and my bipolar, my body's literally immune to them by now, to where if I do get mad, I do have to walk away and sit in my room, and they think I'm just antisocial or something. Ah, spider! Ah! Ah! They think I'm antisocial, or I don't like to go out. But my room is my safe haven. It helped me. Growing up being bipolar and having depression, I feel safer in my bedroom. I feel like when I'm alone, I feel safer, and when I'm in my bedroom, it feels like it's a lot easier to get my mind off of it, because if I'm around someone, my mind's constantly on that subject about why I got ticked off. Most of the time, it's out of the blue. Someone could cough, and it would tick me off. But being bipolar isn't easy. It really isn't. And it sucks being diagnosed with it. And when I first was diagnosed with it, I would always, when I was younger, I'd always have these dreams to where I was literally brutally murdered, and there's another person. That's a big truck. Yes, mister, go back in your house, please. Close the door. Thank you. I would have dreams about being brutally murdered and waking up in a bathtub of blood. It got to the point to where I couldn't sleep. I would literally see people crawling out of my vent. Wasn't that good? And when I told this the very first doctor that, she knew exactly what it was. She said that is a side effect of being bipolar, and this pill, like the pill I'm on, is for people with PTSD to help them from like dealing with all that stuff. And this pill does help quite a lot. I rarely ever get those dreams, and if I do get those dreams, it's because I took them too late. And I can't watch scary movies because that just makes my dreams, it doesn't matter if I take the pills or not, my dreams are just like, oh, you watch a scary movie, you're gonna live in one. And boy do I. That was the stop sign, and they just ran it. Oh. Just talking about it actually is making my boobs go up and down like crazy. Great feeling. But I've been on that pill since I was 15. And every time a doctor would try to switch me off the pill, I would have to go through, tell them about my dreams again, and they wouldn't touch it. Wouldn't touch that pill. I'm like, yeah, because that's the only pill that I've been put on that actually works with my dreams. Kind of don't want that to be taken away from me. It helps me out a lot. And this video is going to be super, super long, and I'm so sorry, but I want to get the rest of my bipolar out. And I'll have another video for depression and another one for living with anxiety. But for anyone that's out there diagnosed with bipolar, I'm sorry. I really am sorry. Because I know what it feels like. I know how you feel on a day-to-day basis. And for the people that have great pills to where you don't get crazy moods at all, you know what I think? It sucks. Because I would love to have a pill like that that would help me through everything. So many vehicles today. They knew I was trying to film a video and they were like, let's drive by. No. But I think that's about it about my bipolar that I need to talk about. I really do hope some of this helps you guys talk about it. Because apparently talking about it does help. It helps talking about it when I'm with the video. Because I know people are going to watch it, but I can't see them staring at me. So it does help. And that's why it's a lot easier for me to do videos. Because I can't see the people looking at me. But I will make a part 3 and part 4, but that will be for depression and anxiety. I hope this did help you out a little bit. And if you get mad or anxious or depressed, you'll have to find your own technique to help it. Thank you for dying down. But that's it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and that God being OCD is hard, because I'm constantly spacing out. I've been looking at the flowers on the ground every 5 seconds, because I'm just like, oh crap, I didn't get it. But that's gonna be it. And this video is probably really, really long. Good thing I don't have boobs, because then you'd see down my shirt. But that is it, and I hope it did help you. Get out of my face, please. Bye.